From BS and Beer Media, it's Top of the Bleachers with Jason and Tucker.
Handoff, Smith coming right, trying to outrun the coverage, makes a cut, gets it. Oh, he's still going. Oh, he's going to score. He's got the ball.
Let's see what the guys are talking about today.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the Top of the Bleachers. It is December. We made it to December
1st.
We made it to December 1st. Look at there. You all trimmed up. I'm not trimmed up at all. Yeah. Yeah.
I still haven't decided if I like it. I feel like this is too poofy.
It's kind of square a little bit. Like,
well, that's because when you first trim it, that's how they hadn't had time to,
yeah.
Thanks for pointing that out. I appreciate it.
Well, I mean, it's not like, square, but.
So, man, I'm feeling pretty special today.
Yeah. I look like a bushy old guy come out of the wilderness.
You do look a lot older than me now. I wasn't going to bring that up, but you do look a lot older than me. Honestly, he's younger than I am. So
I'm going to have to shave immediately.
That's even funnier. So I felt pretty special today, man.
What happened?
Well, I got on the old computer here to get ready to come in and do the show, and I go through a link that you sent me in my email. So when I come in here, I have to look through my email, which has turned out to be a good thing because I keep my email cleaned out and everything. since I have to go through there. Because before this show, I would get up to 1,000 messages before I'd be in there, clearing everything out. So today I got an email, and dude, I got invited to welcome Ryan Silverfield to the Arkansas Razorbacks. They're going to have a little welcoming event at the Walker Indoor Pavilion on Thursday, December 4th at 5 p.m. And I got invited somehow.
Oh, did you? Wow.
It popped up in my email. And so I'm sitting here scanning it, and it gives some of his qualities,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
50 and 25 record, third most wins among head coaches hired since 2020.
Mm-hmm.
So coaches hired since 2020.
Yep.
12 draft picks since 2016. He's had 12 guys go to the NFL since 2016.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of positive stuff today after yesterday's meltdown.
One of five schools with top 20 scoring offense the past 3 years. And then they listed like Memphis, Notre Dame, Oregon, Ole Miss. I can't tell who that last one is right there. I guess that's Memphis.
The fine print.
No, Memphis was the first one. I can't tell who that. And he says, number one G5 recruiting class. That's something right there, considering the Hogs are they G5?
Yep. They are, yeah. He was one of the that's the coaching carousel. That's one of our topics today was talking about all the coaching changes and where everybody went. And they were like four guys out of the G5 that got, promoted basically. Right. So
So anyway, man, I got invited to this party on Thursday at 5 o'clock, right? He even told me what parking lot.
Are you going?
I got down here to the end, and it says I can join the Razorback Foundation for as little as $50. Turns out this is just a ploy to get me to join the Little Rock Razorback Foundation for $50, and then I can see membership benefits inside and all this stuff.
What is 5 o'clock, you said?
Let me go back up here. 5 p.m. December 4th. Yep.
In Conway.
No. This is in
Fayetteville.
This is in Fayetteville, yeah.
Okay, yeah. They're supposed to have some kind of celebration of something at 5 o'clock. So you got an invite to that. That's cool.
I got an invite. Well, it's not really an invite. It is if I decide to give $50, then I'm invited.
You can't go if you're not a member? You can't even go if you're not a member?
I don't know. I just noticed that at the bottom they're asking for $50 donation. So I don't know.
Well, you said a lot of good stuff there. He did some good stuff in the recruiting today as well that we talked about in our text a while ago. And I think people are trying to talk themselves into it a little more today than yesterday.
Well, I think
went crazy.
I think that's what makes fans. You know, like it's kind of like this season. All right, we started off the season, man. I had us making a bowl game. I wasn't like overconfident, but I had some confidence in the team. I had us making a bowl game, and I think after Alabama A&M and Arkansas State, we were riding pretty high. On the Razorbacks.
Yeah, and then they didn't win again.
I think it's just part of fandom. I think he has I wish him, just like every coach we've ever had at Arkansas, I'm gonna back him, and I'm gonna hope that he does well. But I'm gonna critique him. I'm gonna look at stuff that I don't, that maybe I think he should be doing different. Maybe he comes out and he lights it on fire. I think he's in a very difficult position. In some ways, and in some ways, I think he's in a pretty good position. I mean, you just got to win 3 ball games to do better than the last coach did. Actually, the last 2 coaches did. You just got to win three ball games. True. I think that after the season that we had this year, if he comes in the first year and he does something like makes a bowl game or wins a couple of the trophy games or maybe beats Texas or something like that, a couple of statements, then I think fans might get behind him. I worry that we live in this day and age of instant gratification and the NIL and the transfer portal. And I feel like I worry that fans' expectations are too high and they won't give him a chance. Like if he comes out and he does well the first year, but not outstanding, oh, it's time to get rid of this guy. I told you he was a piece of crap. What are you doing? So I don't know. I don't know how much time he has. I know that they signed him for like 5 years, I think is what I said. Yeah. It'd be interesting to see if we actually get to the end of the 5 years. Juracek's liable to do something crazy, like he makes a bowl game his first year. Let's extend him. They always do stupid crap like that all the time. So,
yeah. I will say, I feel like he's done. I feel like I've seen him, and he's done. I've seen him like do more stuff in the first day than Pittman has in like 5 years. You know what I mean? As far as social media and being like out there and talking about.
Well,
he was new hire and all that, but still.
The interview that I saw, the interview that he gave on the radio, I thought he did a pretty good job.
He's got a sales self right now.
He's definitely in sales mode, but he should be. It's recruiting.
Yeah,
time.
He has to be too, because the whole fan base. I saw the thing from Biddy. He said he talked to him. He called Biddy to ask him some stuff and find out what he does and stuff, which I thought was pretty cool too, because most of those guys don't do that. But just the trying to do better and work harder and stuff, and knowing Arkansas already and knowing the high school coaches and having relationships there already. Like he's already flipping these kids in Arkansas because he knows those guys, knows the coaches and stuff. He may even been recruiting some of them, probably was. And then so we'll see, man. I don't know. He seems like he's doing a lot of good things right now. And of course it's day one, and we'll see what happens there. Right now, I guess the hot topic's Kane Archer. Everybody's, because he just decommitted from UCF or somewhere like that, and then committed to Utah. And now everybody's like, if you want the fans on your side, you got to get Archer. Yeah, you can't. I guess apparently it came out that Bobby didn't want him or recruit him because he's only 6'1". I don't know if that's true. If it is, that seems kind of silly, but whatever. But yeah, he wasn't really recruited by
Well,
Bobby. So
I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but I wouldn't want to play for Bobby Petrino if I was a quarterback or an offensive player, period. I would not want to play for Bobby Petrino. The way that he talks and treats the kids on the sideline, like there's a time to chew a butt. It's not every time. You know what I mean? And I didn't respond well to that when I played. And kids have only gotten more and more sensitive as the years have gone on. So it would be hard for me personally to play for Bobby Petrino. I don't think I would want to play for Bobby Petrino.
yeah.
What I have seen of this guy is I listened to the radio interview and he was in sales mode and everything. And then I watched him in front of the kids talking to the players that he has. And he was in sale mode again, but had a real, like, I could really see some kids buying into him. Like, he has that energetic, he reminded me of Eric Musselman a lot. He kind of reminds me of Eric Musselman, like his energy, the way that he talks, the way he's positive when he talks. I like that. You know, he's not just, you know, you've just got negative people out there, and he doesn't seem to be one of those people.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I'm going to back the guy. He is now a Razorback. I'm going to back him.
Yeah.
I hope
He's already, you know what I mean?
He's already gotten a pretty good recruit. I mean, we'll see what he does.
I joked with my buddies about entering the transfer portal. And then I had one buddy, he was like, I'm out. Deuces, when they fire some folks over there, I'll come back. And I'm thinking, you can't come back. You can't get divorced and then get back together. They don't.
It was the chance.
Way.
Yeah, so. That is how the transfer portal works. What are you talking about? You can come back to a school.
No, you can't come
back. Sure you can, man. Sure
you can in school, but not in fandom. Not in fandom.
I don't think the rules. I don't think the rules have been.
If you bail on your loyalty, if you bail on your loyalty, I can't trust you to come back and be loyal.
I can see where you're coming from there. I can see where you're coming from, but you also have like that. That's not a Homer fan. That's a bandwagoner fan. And bandwagoner fans exist everywhere. Like
Fairweather.
Chiefs won their first Super Bowl, and all of a sudden everybody's a Chiefs fan. I'm like, man, I've never heard you talk about the Chiefs once in your life.
Most people are quiet unless their team wins, probably. You know what I mean? The
winners are the last
people.
That's not being a fan. That's you got to be a fan, man. Like,
I'm just saying.
For 30 years, I have proudly displayed my Cowboys star, and they have sucked for 30 years, man. But I still proudly, it's the way you are. It's the way you're supposed to be with your team. But I can see it not being that way anymore. The way that players, free agency, and now in college football, you got NIL and everything. I can totally, and fantasy football changed that a lot. Like, people stopped rooting for a team and they started rooting for individuals, you know? So I can totally see that I'm probably a dinosaur in this area, you know, of being loyal or whatever. But
me too. I am too.
That's just the way I am.
That's why I don't like the Kiffin thing either. Like, everybody's like, oh, it was $90 million. You take it. If somebody offered you $90 million, you take it. No, I mean, I feel like I wouldn't quit on my team when we're about to make a run. You know what I mean? Like, if you're losing, you know, it's different maybe, or you get fired or something, but not when you're like, you've been building and now you're here. I'm going to go over here to this other school.
Well, a lot of that is
like that.
a lot of that is I blame the transfer portal on. Like he had to make his decision right then because you've got so much stuff that's about to happen coaching wise that you can't do both. The fact that he wanted to stay and coach his players and everybody's upset at Ole Miss because why you gonna give him 3 more weeks to recruit players off your team?
Yeah,
you're gonna give him I'm sorry, but if you're out, you're out. You know, it's like your wife coming to you and say, "I want a divorce, but not for 4 more weeks." Okay, 4 more weeks, I'm gonna hang around the house or whatever. No, you want a divorce, you're out now. You don't get to hang around for 4 more weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
So I totally get Ole Miss not wanting to let him coach. I get Kiffin going to LSU, but especially since it's Lane Kiffin. I mean, you look at his history, what'd you expect? You know, it's like when Muss left the Razorbacks. Everybody's like, I can't believe it was his MO. He stays somewhere 4 or 5 years and he moves on. Kiffin is the same way. And if you think LSU is his last stop, I would be really surprised if LSU was his last stop. Like, I think he wants back into the NFL at some point.
Yeah, I heard him talking one time. He said USC was his dream job. I mean, that was why he went back there, you know, because he used to coach. He was coaching for Carroll, you know, back when they were Reggie Bush and all them, right? He was the coordinator or whatever. And so then he went to the Raiders and whatever, and USC fell apart basically. So he was like, "I'm going to go back and fix them." And he said he was there. Now this is Kiffin's, of course. This is his version. But they told him that, you know, he had as much time as he needed to get things turned around, you know. And then he lost like 30 scholarships or whatever because of the Reggie Bush thing and all that stuff. So that set him back. Well, then they didn't give him but like 3 years, and then they fired him at the airport, you know, when they got back from the last game. The dude met him at the airport and fired him at the airport. You know, I've heard that story before.
Well, it kind of,
I don't know if
it kind of gives you a glimpse.
He may want to go back to USC one more time. I don't know.
Well, it kind of gives you a glimpse too on how Kiffin thinks. Like, I mean, if that's the way that this big university treated him at the tarmac, then he probably doesn't see anything wrong with leaving Ole Miss and going to LSU and treating a university the way that he got treated. But to me, I don't like, we've already talked about this already. I'm a different dude. I'm a loyal dude. And here I've built something from scratch. I've got them to a place where they might actually make the college football playoff. And I would want to see that out. And at a certain point, how much money is enough money? Like, you're still going to make and if you make the college football playoff, you don't think Ole Miss is going to extend you or give you a raise but then $90 million and $25 million a year in NIL is kind of hard to turn down, man. It's kind of tough to turn down.
I know. People say, well, you always need more money. Rich people have rich people problems.
If you want to blame somebody, though, I would blame the portal. The portal is a big factor in this. And it's agents. Lane Kiffin didn't do anything but sign a piece of paper. He didn't do any of the negotiating. He didn't, none of that stuff. The offers were brought to him and he had to make the decision ultimately. But all this stuff was done by agents and stuff. It hadn't. Lane's not, well, I ain't coming unless I get $90 million a year and $25 million. I doubt he said that. LSU said, hey, here's what we'll offer you. And he was like, yeah, that looks pretty freaking good. Yeah.
Plus, he's taking a bunch of people with him, and a bunch of players are going to.
Oh, there ain't no.
I mean.
Yeah,
they're going to be, and they're going to be loaded. They're going to be really good.
I heard a cool little rumor, and I think it's just a rumor, but I heard that Eli Manning was willing to step in and coach Ole Miss and all this stuff.
That's fake news. AI
Was
or whatever.
it? Oh,
Yeah.
that's too bad. That would be really cool. That would be really
No,
cool.
he ain't no coach.
I
He's
mean,
an actor.
all you're there. I mean, as a coach, you're pretty much just a delegator. I mean, I guess I don't know. Was Kiffin calling the plays? I don't think Kiffin was calling the plays.
I
was
think
he?
he had a coordinator, but I think he's pretty heavy involved in that. But no, they promoted what's his name, Golding, I think is his last name. They promoted him to.
How many
permanent
of his coaches got on the plane with him and went to LSU anyway?
I don't know. I heard he said, "If you're going with me, let's go. If you're not, see you later." That's what I heard he said, but I don't know if that's true. Don't know. They brought 2 planes, so they were expecting somebody else to go with him. So anyway, there was a lot of changes. So John Summerall leaves Tulane. He goes to Florida. Alex Golish, who played the trick on us earlier this week on Eurocheck and basically used us to get more money from Auburn, basically, from what I've read and stuff.
Well, that's what
I saw his interview today, and I don't like the guy. So I'm glad we didn't get him. I thought his attitude was, I didn't like him. I didn't like his personality.
Well, Houston Nutt did that one year. He went took a plane ride to Nebraska. And I don't know if he even met with anybody at the University of Nebraska. He might have went up there and had lunch and turned around and come back. And we gave him an extension because we was worried Nebraska was going to get him.
Yeah, I mean, they what's his name? Shat put out a thing like Wednesday or whatever. That Golish was the guy, he's confirmed or whatever, and it wasn't confirmed. And but lots of people were saying it was, and then turns out he was just playing the system, man. He was just playing the system.
Well, I had a lady ask me at work. She said, "Are they really going to give the job to that USF coach?" And I said, "I am waiting for it to come across the Arkansas app." I've seen a bunch of crap on Twitter. I've seen a bunch of crap, but I'm waiting for it to come across the Arkansas official app, and it never did. And I was like, "Yeah, I don't believe it until they put it on the app." Because as soon, matter of fact, I had just happened to be looking for when the next basketball game was, and about, I don't know, 30 seconds before it hit Twitter or whatever, boom, it was on the Arkansas app. Silverfish or whatever his name is. What is it? Silverfield. Silverfield. I keep wanting to call him Silverfish for some reason.
We're gonna paint the town silver. That's what everybody's saying.
Dude,
yeah. I don't know.
I think my expectations are like way down here because of the season we just had. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if he can just win some games in the SEC next year, I'm going to be pretty elated because we couldn't even win a game in the SEC this year. So he's just got to win like 2 or 3 in the SEC next year. And I'm pumped up about it, So
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm going to reserve my right to like him just yet. But I like the things he's done so far. It's only been 1 day. So, I mean, by, day 300, I'm going to be good.
Well, I also think that
I'll be drinking the Kool-Aid again.
I also think that how should I say this? I'm not going to say it. I think he'll do fine. He'll do great. He'll do wonderful.
Yeah,
we
hope so.
Yeah.
So there was the 4 coaches that were in the G5, the major ones, the hot ones or whatever. Eric Morris went to Oklahoma State. Golish went to Auburn. Summerall went to Florida, and Silverfield to Arkansas. And then Kentucky fired Stoops.
No way! I didn't see that.
They fired Stoops, and so they're hunting for a coach now.
You know what old Silverfish or Silverfield or whatever needs to do? He needs to go get Stoops as his DC. That's what he needs to do. Stoops has always had a good defense. His offense always sucks, but his defense is always pretty good.
And then I guess the Penn State job's still open, so we still got that. And then
they're
we
running. They're running out of time, man. The portal's going to open here. I think it's December 3rd. The portal opens.
No, that's signing day or whatever, national signing day for the freshmen or whatever. I think the portal didn't open until like January 3rd.
Oh, I thought it was like in December. Okay.
No, now they just got the one that's only like 15 days or whatever. They just changed that. So anyway, we got to do our Power 12 because now the season's over. Well, it ain't over yet, actually. We got conference championship games this weekend. So we need to make our final Week 14 rankings.
See, Orange Ham's on my side. He says Stoops for DC. I love it, man.
He sounds like a coop. I ain't buying the Stoops thing. I don't want nothing to do with him.
Why?
I think he retired about 4 years ago.
Oh, no, that's possible.
I don't think he cares. I mean, he's just there getting his money. They asked him, "Are you going to leave?" No, I ain't leaving. Why would I leave?
I got a good thing going.
And then they fired him like 2 weeks later. So whatever.
Yeah.
So there's some big games this weekend, right? So there's some games on Friday. Some of the smaller like G5 schools and stuff. North Texas plays Tulane. So a lot of these games are going to be. Oh, I saw the James Madison coach went somewhere. Oh, where did he go?
Oh, he's not going to be there.
He got a job. He got a. Hang on a minute. I think I reposted that too.
But they actually have a chance. Like I know it's an off chance, but they got a chance here to win to make the college football playoff. He went somewhere.
UCLA.
Man, that sucks.
UCLA, yeah, he got the job out there. So
that sucks, man.
Everybody's coaches are on the move, man. This is coaching season. So,
Dude,
but anyway,
they got to do something about this, man. There's got to be some sort of like, how can you get upset at a player who doesn't want to play in a bowl game when your coach won't even stay for the college football playoffs? You know?
Yeah. I guess the final rankings will come out, I think, Tuesday. So tomorrow, I think, the final, whatever official, this is it.
Yeah.
So we'll make our predictions. And then these other games, we got some good games, man. BYU and Texas Tech, Miami and Western Michigan, Georgia and Alabama, Indiana and Ohio State, and Duke made it to the championship game somehow. I don't know how they did that, but they did.
The ACC was crazy. Like the last week of the season, there were like 6 teams that had a chance to make the championship game. It was the nuttiest thing ever. And it came down to tiebreakers and all kinds of stuff, man.
It's wild. And Miami, Georgia Tech, they lost. Crazy. Well, anyway. So, are you ready to go through your power rankings?
Sure, man.
So, A&M lost, my man. Let me see. We had our picks up here too. The only ones we missed. We had A&M winning, and they didn't. And we had South Carolina winning, and they did not. I don't know why we picked Carolina, but they must have been playing somebody horrible. So,
didn't they play Clemson?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's their rival, right? I should have known that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is
all right. So, I don't think number 1 has changed for anybody, has it?
No, it hasn't changed. Ohio State, right?
Yeah. Here's my question. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Can Indiana beat Ohio State in the championship? And if Indiana gets beat in the championship, do they get penalized for that? And that question falls more to Alabama than any other team. Because if Alabama faces Georgia in the SEC championship and they get beat, they're going to fall to 10-3. And then you've got Texas that's sitting there at 9-3, who just beat the number 3 team. And I hear them say all the time, you want the teams that are playing the best or whatever at the end of the year, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm just worried because you got OU sitting there at 10-2, and they don't have to.
Yeah.
They don't have to change. Well, Texas, OU, Ole Miss, none of them. They're going to benefit by not having to play in the championship.
Well, let's go back to your first question. You asked me if Indiana can beat Ohio State.
Yeah.
Ohio State's biggest wins are Week 1, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Who got better as the year went on and was not very good at the beginning of the year.
Arch was horrible at the beginning of the year, for real.
Yeah, he was much
better.
Then
last week, they finally beat Michigan.
Yeah.
And Michigan's, I think they're ranked 16, but they're probably, they're barely in the top 25, I'd say, team.
They're definitely not the Michigan team that's usually there.
No. So that's it. That's your 2 big wins. Meanwhile, Indiana they beat Oregon, right? Let me look this up here. Uh-oh. I hit the wrong button. Back here and look at their schedule. They've beaten everybody for one. They're undefeated, right? So let's see. Their big ones, they beat Oregon at Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
And they beat Illinois. Of course, Ohio State beat Illinois too. They barely beat Penn State, but yeah, I think they can win, but I don't know if they will. I don't know, man. That's gonna be a good game. That should be a good game. Number 1 versus number 2.
I feel like Ohio State should have to play a harder schedule than what they play. And the problem is that the conference that they're in, how do you do that? How do you make them play? Like this year would have been if they would have had to play Indiana at some point, because Indiana's the other, but that's not the way scheduling works. So,
well,
I feel like they need, I don't know. And when they beat Texas in the horseshoe. It's not like they went to Texas and beat Texas like Indiana did to Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, man.
There shouldn't be any bye games. Okay. There should be any. Like Grambling, Ohio, Ohio State doesn't be playing those teams. Like, honestly, it should be Power 4 versus Power 4, right? Should be the only games that you should be able to schedule. Because
if you're in the Power 4, you can only schedule Power 4.
Yeah.
Well, then how do the teams in the Power 5 conference, how do they get that significant win if they're not playing one of those teams? Like you should only be able to play one team outside of the.
Well, maybe not. Okay, maybe they need to be a better team in that group, though. Not,
Well, that's the problem with the non-Power 5 is that you don't know who the good team is, because this year it was Memphis and James Madison. Did you have James Madison picked to be there at the end of the year?
I did not.
No, nobody did.
No, I did
not. Even James Madison fans had James Madison picked to be there at the end of the year. Come on, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying. Well, the SEC already switched that 9-3, right? So you can only have 3 non-conference or something like that, or one of them.
This is why
one of them has to be another conference or something.
This is why I'm in favor of a 10-game season. All right. 9 games in your conference, 1 team from the other Power 4 or whatever. You got to play somebody from the other Power 4. That's your thing. And then let's expand the playoff to 20 something and get rid of this non-conference thing and just shut out the non-Power 5. Screw them. Let them have their own conference. They can have the G5 championship.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, honestly, what's the chance of them actually hitting the playoff and making a run all the way to the thing and winning the whole thing? That's not really a thing.
They're cannon fodder for OSU is what they are, because if James Madison makes the playoffs, they're going to have to play OSU in the first round. They're going to play the top seed, whoever the top seed is. And they're cannon fodder is what they are. So let the G5 have their own championship or whatever. I even like the idea of you take the champion of the G5 league and the worst team out of the Power 4 and you make them flip-flop. And say, okay, you get to be in the Power 4 this year. You got to go to the G5 because you suck so bad.
They can't do that, though, because of the riff sharing and all that stuff.
This is just in my world where things work the way they're supposed to. Okay.
Yeah. That would be crazy, some kind of rotating thing like that. It's like you have to finish in the top 50 at the end of the year before you're in the Power all-time Power Conference, whatever they call it,
Yeah.
And then that sucks then, because how you get back in the top 50 if you don't ever play the top 50?
You have to win the championship over in that other league. We're going to let him be champion every year. So you got to work your way back up, man.
Gotcha.
Power 5. And then you have
that'd be tough.
You have G5 teams that are like we're hiring this guy. We're going back to the Power 4. I can feel it. This is our year to go back to the Power 4. And it all sounds like a great idea until the Arkansas Razorbacks get knocked down to a G5. And then I'm like, oh, crap.
I've already heard some stuff about that, man.
I wish we played in the Big 12 so bad, man. I wish we played in the Big 12. Big 12 sucked so bad this year, man.
Okay, we got way off topic. One Ohio State. Who's your number 2? Let me go back.
So, are we doing the 4 seeds or just who I think number 2 is and the second best team in the nation is?
Now, what we did was we did the Power 4 conference champions.
Okay.
The one group of 5 champion.
Okay. And then fill in the rest.
Rest at large, 7 at large. Yeah.
So Georgia's playing Alabama for the SEC championship, and I feel like whoever wins that should be number 2. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Georgia Bulldogs, man. I'm saying that Georgia gets revenge in the SEC championship against Bama, the only team that's beat them this year.
Dang it. This is a tough game here.
What is your deal?
You say you're taking Georgia? Really?
I'm taking the Bulldogs. Would you get out of here? Get.
Just really throw everything in a wrench. Because if Alabama loses, right, they go 10-3. I mean, they not get in. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
Go. Well, didn't this happen to SMU like last year?
They would have lost 2 games, but both of them to Georgia.
No, they beat Georgia the first time. Bama's the only team to beat Georgia.
Oh, okay.
So
it was the other way around. Well, who's Alabama lost to? Oh,
they lost to FSU
and Oklahoma.
Really bad. And Oklahoma.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if Georgia does beat them in the championship, if they even let them into the CFP.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. 10-3.
10-3, yeah. And one of those is a bad loss. I mean, FSU was not a good team this year. Like the OU team, you can kind of see because OU was off and on this year.
We'll get to there. We'll get to that when we get to it. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. We're on number 3 right now.
Who did you take for number 2?
I'll take Georgia then. I was thinking I was a little disappointed in how Alabama played this last week. I thought they'd win by more.
More.
Yeah. And they just didn't. I don't know. I've heard, they're good. They are really good. But, yeah, I don't know, man.
All right,
Yeah.
number 3.
Yeah, I'm picking Georgia.
All right, number 3, I'm taking Texas Tech, man.
You're going to take Texas. So you think Texas Tech's going to beat BYU? Isn't this the second time? This is the second time they played.
Yeah, and I think A&M beat them the first time.
Or at Tech, you mean?
Or Tech, sorry.
Yeah, Tech beat BYU, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. I think I can do that. Texas Tech. All right.
And then in the ACC championship, you have Duke going up against, was it Virginia Tech? Who was it?
Duke's not even ranked, man.
Who are they facing?
Virginia.
10-2 Virginia.
Duke is not even ranked.
So by our rationale, if Duke wins, they will get one of the seeds.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's wild. Like, what are we doing here? Hang on a second.
Okay.
Let me see this.
Kind of makes you want to root for Duke, though, doesn't it? Because, like,
how did they end up in the? They're 6-2 as well. Okay, that's insane. So Duke, Georgia Tech, Pitt, Miami, and SMU all finished 6-2 in the conference.
Yes, and because of tiebreakers, because of tiebreakers and stuff like that, Duke ends up in.
That's crazy. They have the worst overall record of all those teams.
But if they win, they go to the college football playoff.
All right, I'm taking Virginia.
How can you not? I think Virginia also, but how can you not kind of root for Duke?
Well, I didn't say I wouldn't root for them, but one, it's Duke. I don't know if I can root for them. 2, I probably will root for them because I like upsets.
That is like that's like Duke luck right there. That is Duke luck.
It kind of is. 6-2 in the conference. 7-5 overall.
Duke and Ole Miss in the finals. That would be hilarious.
That's wild. So they've already lost to Virginia once.
Yeah.
They lost to UConn. They lost to Georgia Tech. They lost to Tulane. And they lost to Illinois.
But you're telling me there's a chance.
I'm telling you, there is a chance. There is, but way out there. Okay, I'm taking Virginia there. And then the Group 5, right? Let me see. Who do we have last week?
I don't know how you don't have James Madison in there. 11-1, man.
Yeah, no, I got. This sucks, man, because all these teams, their coaches have left.
Yeah.
Who's North Texas play? Oh, they play Tulane. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's 11-1 team going up against a 10-2.
Yeah, but both their coaches are gone. I'm taking North Texas. I had them there last week. I'll do it again.
All right, I'm going to put in James Madison, man.
Can they even win? Oh, yeah, they can play Troy. So they're actually technically right now, James Madison would get in.
Yes, they have like a 47% chance right now.
They're 19th. They're 19th. North Texas is 20, and Tulane is 21. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is wild, bro.
They got to take care. They got to take care of business this week.
Somebody's got to get left out. They need Tulane to beat North Texas. Is what they need. If Tulane wins, that's going to put James Madison in.
James Madison has got to just take care of business and beat Troy and let the chips fall where they fall, man.
All right, you talked me into it. I'm going James Madison. You talked me into it.
Right now, they have a 47% chance. Now, again, they're cannon fodder for whoever gets them in the first round.
Okay. Number 6. Let's see.
Number 6, you got to put Indiana.
Probably Indiana, right?
I don't know how you don't put Indiana in there.
It depends on if they get beat by 50 to Ohio State. You know what I mean?
I think they got a chance to win.
I think they might win.
Wouldn't that be crazy? That would be absolutely nuts, man. Because that would put OSU in a position where they'd actually have to play somebody probably decent in the first round and wouldn't get a bye.
All right, number 7.
You could pretty much.
I think I'm gonna put Ole Miss. I think I'm gonna put right there.
I think I'm with you, man. I think Ole Miss is sitting right there. I think they benefit by not having to play in the championship.
Yep. I think Texas A&M at number 8. The same thing. They got the one loss, but
one loss. I think I'm with you. Texas A&M.
They should probably get in.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We still got 4 more teams we got to stick in.
Number 9. Okay, so Oregon, right? I'm gonna put Oregon number 9.
All right, yeah, I'm with you. I think they benefit by not having to play in the championship.
Probably so, yeah. Then you've got, this is where it starts getting a little bit wacky. So if we both agree that Texas Tech is going to beat BYU, then that would eliminate BYU, I'd say.
I think number 10 is going to be your favorite that everybody just absolutely loves and gushes over. I think Notre Dame gets in at number 10.
Okay, I'm putting Oklahoma at number 10.
Okay.
You want Notre Dame at 10?
I don't want Notre Dame at 10. I'm telling you that's probably where they're going to end up. Is at number 10.
Probably. Okay, and then
if it's up to me, Notre Dame doesn't even make the college football playoff until they join a freaking conference. You losers. Okay, that's how I feel about it.
All right. Okay.
Man, I hate a fence rider. All right, it's either yes or no, black or white, hot or cold. Ain't no lukewarm fence riding crap around here. Join a conference, okay? That's just how I feel.
Quit hogging all the revenue money.
Yeah. Selfish. You're supposed to be a Catholic Christian school. Quit being selfish.
Yeah. All right. Number 11. I'm gonna put Notre Dame my number 11 then. Got to. This is tough. Because now it's going to come down to these 2 teams here.
I think I'm going to put in BYU at my number 11.
No, we just eliminated them.
No, you eliminated them. I didn't.
So if Texas Tech beats BYU and now BYU's 11-2.
And the only team they've been beat by is Texas Tech, who you're going to put in. They haven't been beat by anybody other than this one team twice.
Yeah.
That's all they've been beat by.
Not Alabama, Georgia, Oregon, Texas Tech.
Who you're giving a seed to.
Because I have to.
Well, it's not. I didn't write the rules. I'm just telling you how it works.
Okay, you want BYU in there? Yeah, there you go.
BYU gets in at 11, and Alabama gets in at 12, and OU gets screwed.
Wow. I got Alabama at 12 as well.
What I'd really like to see is Alabama losing the championship, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but if you really want the best teams playing best football right now, somehow you get Texas in there because Texas is killing it.
There's some really good games in here, though, besides a couple. You know, I don't have a lot of faith in Virginia or James Madison or Texas Tech or BYU if they get in. But all these other teams, man, this should be good. This should be a good playoff, I think.
I think it'll be interesting when the championships are over and they actually come out with who's I want to put that final tally against what we did week 1 and
Week one?
see how well we did.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure week 1 I did not have James Madison in there or whatever week we did it.
No. Week 4.
Week 4, I think, was our first one.
Ooh, we had some LSU, we had some Miami, we had some Penn State, we had some Florida State, some USC. Yeah, we was different times back week 4. It was before people started getting fired.
And Orange Ham, I'm not a Texas fan, but right now, if you want the playoff to be the people who are playing the best football, Texas made a case for themselves against Texas A&M. Arch looked good. I mean, their three losses are against 3 good teams. It's not like OSU where they didn't play anybody. What? I mean, they played.
I'll tell you this, man.
They played a rough schedule.
I think if Alabama loses,
they may. Game, they'll let them in.
I don't know how you can, because then you got Oklahoma, you got Vanderbilt, you got Miami. I don't know how they get in if they lose this game.
Because they're Alabama.
I know, but in logical, normal thinking, I don't know. Not Alabama fandom, okay? Not that stuff.
I'm not an Alabama fan. I'm just being honest with you. The name Alabama carries a lot of weight with it.
I had looked this up just yesterday because when I was talking
just
about
like the name Notre Dame.
I was looking at Oklahoma, and the Alabama buddy was telling me how, I said, okay, so I looked up the most wins since 2000.
Yeah.
Okay. And I looked at it and I said, so you mean to tell me you had the greatest college football coach of all time?
Yeah.
Okay. In that time period. Okay. They've won one more game than Oklahoma since 2000.
It's not.
And you had the GOAT coaching who never lost. So if you took Saban out of there, they'd be trash can.
It wasn't the fact that they won one more ball game than you. It's the ball games they played in. They played in championship games.
Yeah, because, come on, they had Saban. What do you expect? It's like saying the Patriots, they had won 7 Super Bowls, even if they hadn't had Tom Brady. No, they wouldn't.
No, they wouldn't have. No, Tom was a generational talent right there.
Generational talent. Hey, speaking of that, Coop hit 35 points a couple nights ago. First,
he had 35 points with no 3-pointers. He was taking it to the hoop. He looked good.
It's because he's shooting like 20% from 3 or something like that. So.
Yeah, it makes you wonder if he's going to end up being like who is that guy? Ben Simmons or whatever,
I know he can shoot. I don't know. He's just not hitting a lot right now. I don't know. He'll work on that. He'll get better at that. But yeah, they're making a big deal. Oh, youngest player to ever score 35. He just broke LeBron's record. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
because he's like 12. I mean, what do you?
I watched this thing the other day, and they were talking about could players like back in Bob Cousy's day and Bill Russell's day and Wilt Chamberlain's day, could they compete with these guys today?
Mm-hmm.
And then one of the best arguments that I heard was back when Cousy and Wilt and Russell and all of them played, they actually called walking and palming the ball and, stuff like that. And they don't call that anymore. And now you have like weight training and you have all this technology on how to get bigger and stronger and faster. And you don't think Wilt and Russell and them would take advantage of, the weight training and everything.
Wilt
They
Chamberlain would
dominate.
He
They
would dominate right now.
dominate, man. Especially if they didn't call walking. These guys played by the book.
They couldn't stop Wilt right now, dude. There's no way. I saw something on him the other day, and this guy was like, "Yeah, I was in the elevator with Wilt Chamberlain one time. This guy come walking in, and he was like,
Yeah, I said,
how's the weather up there?" And Wilt just spit on him. It's raining. That guy's mean. You're not stopping. You're not.
Like your only choice at that point, okay, if you decide you're going to bow up to Wilt Chamberlain, is to punch him right in the dick, because that's about the height you're at right there, man.
I saw Bill Russell talking about him. He said, I think he had 30 points and 30 rebounds or something like that. And he was like, and it was against the best center in the league. You know who that was, right? Yeah, that was me. Yeah. Will was something else, man. That guy, holy moly, that dude was crazy. Anyway, all right, so done with football. We got our things there. SEC picks. We're done with that. Overall record, by the way. And you could go back and recalculate this if you want to.
I believe you.
I finished 93-25.
Hey, that's pretty good, man.
You finished 92-26.
Well,
one game back.
Well, we still got the championship. Are we both taking the same team in the championship?
I could have added or subtracted incorrectly in there at any time, just so you know. There's no calculated formula going on here that's keeping track for me. I'm adding and subtracting on my own. So,
I trust you, man. I don't.
Human error.
I don't. College football, I did a lot better than the NFL. I still have not even sniffed the finals in my NFL picks, and the freaking it just gets crazier, man. It just gets crazier and crazier. This week there was some of like the Jets. The Jets are going to beat the Falcons. Like Panthers. Panthers screw some stuff up for me. Just
freaking Cowboys.
How are you supposed? I picked the Cowboys.
A lot of people didn't, though. I had them picked too. Let me switch over there. NFL picks. Let's see how we did. So freaking.
What's the game?
The Lions lost on the.
Lions lost.
Pick. Lions lost. Cowboys win.
I picked
the Burrow comes out and beats the Ravens.
I picked the Commanders because I think what's his name's back, Jaden Daniels. Turns out no, Jaden Daniels not back. Mariota comes out, plays the game of his life, and still ends up losing. Like that gum.
I saw they lost in overtime by 1 point.
Dude, it was a great game. It was a great game.
Yeah.
They ended up scoring in the overtime, and instead of kicking the field goal and pushing the game further, they went for 2. They were like, "Screw it, let's go for 2." You gotta love, gotta love it. You just gotta love it. Yeah. And had the guy wide open in the flat, and the defensive guy knocked it down, and that was the end of the ball game. But Mariota played his butt off, man.
Let's see who else. The freaking Eagles lost. Who they lose to? Chicago. Look at Chicago, number 1 in the NFC North, man.
I know it. What the heck is going on, man? What the heck? It's like some sort of this might be the apocalypse. We might be on the verge of the apocalypse.
Bears have made a comeback, man. And then San Fran beats Cleveland. Jacksonville beat Tennessee. Houston beats the Colts. What's going on with the Colts?
I don't know. They did a bad.
Ever since I got on the bandwagon and picked them a couple of times, they suck now. It's like, what the heck? I mean,
well, I think what's really crazy is the Chiefs are at the bottom of the division. Like they're at the bottom of the AFC. Like anybody predicted that at the beginning of the year? No, nobody.
That is so wild, man. Because it's basically the same team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What is the game tonight?
Patriots and somebody. Giants at the
Okay.
Patriots.
right.
Let's see. Dolphins won. They beat Saints.
Yeah,
Jets won.
Vikings end up
You know
losing.
what? We neither one of us picked the Jets. We picked the Falcons.
Yeah, because it's the Jets. Come
No.
on.
Bucks beat the Cardinals. Carolina beats the Rams. That's crazy.
Yeah, what's
right
going?
there,
I say, yo, if I had to probably pick a Super Bowl winner, I'd probably pick them Rams. Oh, 3 games in a row they've dropped.
Seattle beats Minnesota. Bills come back and beat the Steelers.
Yeah, that was a good ball game. That was a good game.
Chargers beat the Raiders, and then Broncos beat the Commanders, and then we got the Giants at the Patriots tonight. And Orange Ham, I saw not Orange Ham. Hex and more too. Your picks. Going into this week, I am 121-57. And Tuck is 101-77. So you're 20 games back of me and Hex.
I'm having a terrible, terrible year. But it's been crazy. It's just been absolutely nuts. It's like, and I heard somebody talking about it, like, you don't have that team this year that is just freaking dominating everybody, you know?
No.
Probably the Broncos are the closest thing you got right now. I mean, it seems like most teams are like at 8 wins, 7 wins, 6 wins, you know? It's crazy, man. The Ravens, nobody expected the Ravens to be where they're at, the Chiefs to be where they are.
The Bengals actually have a shot at winning the division. You believe that? That's crazy.
That's why
Burrow out. He's out. They're done. They're cooked. They stink. They're the worst team in the league. Burrow comes back. Oh, we got a shot. We got a shot at this thing. Because the Ravens Steelers suck.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. Well, that and
hang around.
If it would have been one more week, I think I read that. Like if they'd have lost one more ball game or whatever before Burrow came back, they would have been mathematically, out of it or whatever.
The Ravens, as bad as they've been, right? Remember how bad they were, right?
Yeah. Well, Lamar was out for a while.
They're 6-6 in the lead in their division.
Yeah, because their division sucks.
It's like, what the heck? I know the Steelers, Bengals, Browns, man, everybody that's just not a good conference this year.
It's not just it's like the whole league. It's like there's just not, other than the Broncos, I can't think of a team that's just been like absolutely dominant this year.
Yeah.
Broncos
and the Patriots.
Well, Pats. I forgot about the Pats. Pats are playing really good right now.
Out of the AFC, those are the two,
But the way this year's gone, both those teams could end up like missing the playoffs because everything goes wrong or something like that.
I know, but nobody in the NFC has 10 wins yet.
No.
They got 9-3 by the Bears.
And 8-4.
And you got 9-3 by the Rams, and Seahawks are both 9-3. And the Niners are 9-4. So, but still 9 wins is the most anybody has. So,
and somehow the Cowboys are still in the hunt, man. Somehow they're still in there.
Well, who'd they tie with?
The Green Bay Packers.
Packers, okay. So that doesn't have anything to do with their division.
Their division.
Right now, they should be in the lead. Why are they not in the lead? They're 3-1, and Eagles are 2-2.
They split with the Eagles. I don't know because of a tiebreaker. Maybe I don't know.
They have 3. They're 3-1.
Mm-hmm. The Eagles are the only one in their division that's beat them so far.
And the Eagles are 2-2. So why do they have the Eagles ahead of?
I don't know.
The Cowboys. I don't know. I guess because they're doing. Oh, it's on winning percentage, overall winning percentage. Okay.
Well,
I was like, what? Because they're 8-4. All right. Well, they're Cowboys they're in the playoffs right now. They're winning their division, so that's first step, right? Win the division.
Well, they still gotta play the Commanders again, which I think they can beat the Commanders. I think they can beat the Giants. And then we've already played the Eagles twice. So those are the only two divisional games we got left.
Well, Giants are eliminated. They are officially eliminated from playoff contention. So you don't have to worry about them. The Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints, the Giants, the Raiders, the Titans have all been officially eliminated from the playoffs.
So it's time for those teams to start tanking so they can get the good pick.
Who's going to get the number one pick, right?
So I need
Arizona, let's see. New Orleans is 2-10. Giants are 2-10. Raiders are 2-10. Titans 1-11. There's your winner. Winner. Chicken. Titans are the number one pick again. That's crazy.
Well, maybe they need to go get them some offensive line is what they need to get.
Something. I don't know. They need to get him some weapons too. Go get you some veteran linemen that are good, and get you some good, some crazy receiver, the next guy.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I haven't watched a lot of the Titans ball games. What I have watched, I feel like Cam's rushed. But they might need something on defense more than they need on offense. I don't know. I haven't really watched a lot of their ball games this year.
No.
Or maybe they should trade away that number one pick and get like 3 or 4 picks. Maybe they need more than just one dude. Maybe they need multiple dudes.
Yeah. Let's see if there's
I did see Traylon Burks for the Commanders, man. What a catch. Did you see that catch last night?
I did see that catch. That was insane.
That's only his second NFL TD. Isn't that crazy? All that time he spent with the Titans, and that's only like his.
That is pretty wild, actually. Let's see. So right now the playoff picture, the games would be so Denver and Chicago would have first round byes. And then your wild card games would be in the AFC would be Buffalo at New England, Colts at the Jags, and Chargers at the Ravens. Wow.
That's 6 or 3 pretty good playoff games right there.
That's pretty good games, yeah. And then in the NFC, you got Niners at the Rams, Packers at the Eagles, and Seahawks at the Bucks. They don't even have Dallas in the playoffs. What are we doing? What?
I don't know. I don't understand that. But whatever.
I don't even. Hang on a minute. Let me go here a little bit. How many? Well, we still got like how many more weeks? 4 or 5?
Oh, I think
12 games in. Yeah, I think we got 6 more.
6 weeks left.
I don't know. What week are we on right now?
Week 13, I think. Or the end of week 12.
Oh, yeah, we are at the end of week 13.
Okay.
So week 14 all the way up to 18. So
yeah, and we got it. Yeah, Cowboys got a big one this week. They got to play Thursday night. They got to take on the Lions.
This week?
Mm-hmm. Thursday night.
Oh, you guys have the Thursday night game again?
Yeah.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Well, yes and no. I mean, it wasn't a short week. It's kind of a long week. You get a full, it's kind of a regular week because you usually play on Sunday and you don't play again until Sunday. And we played on Thanksgiving, and so now we don't play until Thursday again. So it's kind of like a regular schedule.
Gotcha. At Detroit.
At Detroit, who played on Sunday No, they played on Thanksgiving too, so they got a full week too.
Yeah. Right now, Lions -3.
Yeah. Cowboys just need to go in and, not give up 21 points in the first half and make me a nervous wreck. They need to just come out and dominate. I'd like to see a game we actually dominate in. That would be sweet.
This might be a tough week.
And I don't know if we have any Detroit fans that are watching or listen or whatever, but I really, really feel like Goff is the problem.
Jared Goff?
Yeah, I feel like he's a really good quarterback, but he's kind of like Tony Romo, no, Romo's a bad example. He's like that quarterback that just can't get over the hump. You know what I mean? Like he can't.
He was right there. He was right there.
Yeah, same situation in LA when he was in LA before he came to Detroit. He was like, but he just doesn't. He can't get over. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just bad juju. I feel like they need a change at quarterback. I mean, not right now. You need to wait till the end of the season. I'm not saying you change him right now. I'm just saying,
how they talk about how there's always these short windows for teams and stuff. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the Lions last year was their year.
Boy, it sure seemed like it.
That was the special year. It takes a special year to win the whole deal. That was it. I don't know if they'll be back there. I don't know.
I feel like the year that Dak broke his leg, the year, not the year that he tore his hamstring away from the bone, but the year he broke his leg, I feel like that was our best shot at getting back. We had the right team. I think we were 6 games in or 5 games in, and he was throwing dimes all over the place. We were playing stellar. And then he broke his leg. And I just feel like ever since then, we've been waiting on that everything to come together again. Like we had Zeke running the ball. He was running. Everything was perfect that year. And then tragedy happens. Just pretty much the story of my life right there.
That's how it goes, man.
My sports life, anyway, not my life. My life has been pretty awesome, actually.
Anyway, all right. Well, I don't have nothing else for you. We got Monday Night Football tonight, and there's some other probably college basketball on tonight. Actually, Hogs don't play till Wednesday when they host Louisville.
Hey, what do you call a black man that goes to space?
I don't know. Afronaut.
An astronaut, you racist. Why would you call him something different?
You totally set me up for that one. My bad. Dang. I must be racist. That's crazy.
You even came up with that answer.
I know.
I hope Dale's watching. I didn't come up with that. He came up with that.
I don't know. They got probably a cracker knot too.
There's that's the only joke I heard this week, and I didn't even think it was that funny, but I got you with it. So
yeah, maybe not set me up with the racial jokes while we're live about that. But you save those for private. So
I thought you had it. I thought you had it because you Afronaut. What is that?
Yeah,
what is that?
I don't know. Just embarrass me on live TV. No big deal.
Luckily, it's just me, you, and Hexamoron over here that are watching.
Oh, there'll be a lot more watching soon, I'm sure.
We just went viral with your Afronaut.
Probably.
That's hilarious. That would be funny if that's what ended up getting us viral.
We don't need to go viral. That's bad. We
Oh,
need an
viral's
antidote.
bad.
Yeah, we need an antidote to get a viral.
Well, I've often thought that was kind of a stupid name for it because, venereal disease or whatever, you don't want that. You don't want to get something that's viral.
Oh my gosh.
Did you have a good week, man, or good weekend?
I had a good week of vacation, yeah. It was good.
Yeah.
Back in the grind today. Got a lot of stuff done around the house. Got some stuff picked up. Took stuff to donations. Linoleum laid down. Moved lots of stuff. A lot of stuff. Got to blow the leaves. I got a battery powered. I don't know. Do you have a leaf blower?
I do have a leaf blower.
Is it battery powered?
It is battery powered.
How long does it last?
On the leaf blower, it doesn't last as long as it does on the weed eater for some reason. It's really weird, especially if you. Mine's got like a turbo button. Like you got regular blowing, and then you got like turbo. If you leave it on turbo, it drains it pretty quick.
I know, man. I got two of the bigger batteries. I don't know what they are, but they're bigger ones. Ran right through those dudes just quick.
Is yours an? What brand is yours? Is it an Easy Go?
I don't remember. I thought it was Craftsman, but it's red and black.
Okay, well, I have one that's green and gray, and it's called a Easy Go, and mine runs out pretty quick on the blower. But the blower seems to be the only thing that runs my battery down quick.
Yeah, well, mine went out quick, so I charged it for a little while, and then I went back and finished up what I was doing, and then I had to charge it overnight to go do the drive and out by the drive. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I have a battery powered one because I was blowing leaves over by the pool, right?
Mm-hmm. You feel me?
You hold the blower out over the pool so you can blow the leaves away from the pool, not into the pool. Drop that sucker. It went all the way to the bottom of the deep end.
Oh my
God! I went in. I got it. Pulled the battery off. Set everything out in the sunshine. Right. I wish I had an outdoor camera because it was one of probably the funniest thing you've ever seen in your life when I dropped that thing. And then it dried out, and I put the battery back on, and it worked for like a day and a half. And then now the battery's dead, and the battery won't even recharge.
Yeah, but probably not. You sunk it in the water.
But the blower and everything works fine. Works like charm. I just have to put a different battery on it. So I don't know if they test.
Mine run quick.
I don't know if they test that at the Easy Go factory, but hey, it worked. That needs to be a test at the Easy Go factory. Go throw it in the pool, see if that thing still works.
This tweet says Lane Kiffin has mentioned 3 times at his LSU press conference that fans in Mississippi tried to run him off the road on the way to the airport. That's wild behavior right there, folks.
That is. Well, hotty toddy.
Yeah, all he said was that he understands, and it's the passion of the SEC. That's what he said. I'd be like, man, find them jokers.
I tell you what, if I'm doing the SEC scheduling for next year, that's a big game. I'm putting Ole Miss against LSU. Probably in Ole Miss is probably where I'm putting it.
Yeah. It's crazy. Anyway. Let's see. That sucks. All right. Anyway, I ain't got nothing else, man. Let's get out of here.
All right.
And
I think I need to go pick groceries up.
I gotta go order some groceries. So
all right.
There you go. Got groceries on the mind.
All right, man. Well,
I don't know. I feel kind of bad. It's been snowing. It snowed here a little bit today.
We haven't got any snow. We've got predictions of some ice, so I don't know if it'll happen or not. We'll see.
Yeah, you were in the pink area, I think was mixed.
I'm always in the pink area.
I was in the blue.
Yeah. Hey, If you follow us on, or if you watch us on YouTube or whatever, make sure you hit like and subscribe. And you can follow Big at the Bleacher Pod. You can follow me at Roll Route Talk on Twitter or X, whatever it is you like to call it. And 988, if you're having problems out there, you need to call somebody, talk to somebody. And happy December, man. Happy December. Christmas right around the corner.
Right around the corner, man.
I'm going to start wearing I'm going to wear something different every show that is festive for Christmas. So it should be interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild, but okay. Good luck to you.
It'll be like the 12 days of the top of the bleachers or something like that.
Okay. All right, my man. I will catch you later. And have a good weekend, night, whatever. Peace out.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.